What is the game maker's real plan? Why does Maya look so much like Morgan? And is Morgan's first husband, Roman, really alive? Or is this another twisted trick? High Potential has finally returned for its second season, and episode 1 wastes no time throwing us back into the chaos. With a shocking cliffhanger ending, an eerie villain who seems one step ahead of everyone, and a long-buried personal mystery about to explode, this might be the most intense start to a season yet. Welcome back to Your Nerdy Show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. Today, we're breaking down everything that happened in High Potential Season 2, Episode 1, from Morgan's unraveling gift to the game maker's chilling endgame, and of course, the tease about Roman's possible return. Let's dive right in. Morgan's life in chaos after the Season 1 cliffhanger. Season 2 doesn't start with a clean slate. It picks up right where Season 1 left off. Remember that double gut punch? Morgan discovered that the mysterious passerby who once helped her with groceries was actually the game maker, the serial kidnapper haunting Los Angeles. And at the very same moment, Detective Adam Karadak called with earth-shattering news. Morgan's long-missing first husband, Roman, had been located. Talk about emotional whiplash. Morgan barely had time to breathe before being thrown into the most personal and dangerous crossroads of her life. Now, in Season 2, we see the consequences of those twin revelations playing out. The LAPD is still hunting for the game maker, but he's become bolder, practically taunting Morgan. Meanwhile, the mystery of Roman lingers in the background, threatening to tear open old wounds Morgan isn't sure she's ready to face. The new case of the week. That's not just a case. The episode opens with a young woman named Maya leaving a club, glowing with happiness. Hours later, she's missing without a trace. This seems like a typical case of the week setup, but for the first time, High Potential ties its episodic format into a multi-episode arc. Maya isn't just any victim. She's at the center of a puzzle the game maker himself has orchestrated. Morgan immediately notices something unsettling. Maya looks eerily similar to her. Both are single mothers, both have the same style and energy, and both carry that zest for life that makes them stand out. Even Maya's friends comment on the resemblance. This isn't just coincidence, it's a message. The game maker is deliberately targeting women like Morgan, pulling her deeper into his twisted game. Morgan comes undone, the burden of her gift. One of the standout themes of this episode is watching Morgan's unique gift, her photographic memory and extraordinary intellect, start to work against her. She insists she keeps seeing signs from the game maker everywhere. Flyers, loud music, subtle patterns in everyday life. The problem? She's been wrong multiple times already. To her team, it looks like paranoia. To Morgan, it feels like clarity. This tension is heartbreaking. In Season 1, Morgan's tangents often came across as funny or quirky, but now they're frightening. Her brain doesn't turn off, and the weight of constant clues, patterns, and memories is consuming her. She's frantic, frazzled, and spiraling. The team's skepticism stings, especially since they've all witnessed her brilliance before. But as the audience, we can see both sides. Morgan is unraveling, and yet her instincts are usually right. That's what makes watching her so stressful and so compelling. Clues point to Maya's dangerous world. Morgan and Karadak retrace Maya's steps, uncovering a messy trail. Maya was in a bitter custody battle with her ex-husband, Derek, who looks broken but insists he never hurt her. She had recently purchased a gun despite hating firearms, a red flag. Then, Morgan finds evidence of designer shopping bags, but without the actual handbags. Digging deeper, she uncovers that Maya pawned them off, clearly unable to afford them in the first place. Where did they come from? The answer lies in Maya's sleazy boss, Jason, a CEO with a history of harassment and assault allegations. He allegedly gifted her the expensive items and even gave her and her friend the tickets to the club that night. Jason screams creep, but Morgan quickly realizes something. While Jason fits the profile of a terrible boss, he isn't the game maker. Instead, she suspects he's being framed. And this is where Morgan's brilliance shines. She connects Maya's case to the game maker's earlier victims, noticing that each had something in common with diabetes, art, scuba diving. The kidnapper is deliberately creating a web that points straight at Jason, making him look guilty while pulling strings from the shadows. Morgan versus the Game Maker, face to face. Things escalate when Morgan and Karadec confront Jason. He arrogantly claims Maya stole from him, but shrugs it off, saying it's just money. While Karadec steps away, Morgan pokes around his office. Then, in a chilling moment, Morgan spots the Game Maker himself outside the window, smiling directly at her. It's like something out of a horror movie, taunting, smug, daring her to chase him. She runs outside, but he just stands there, staring, before slipping away. When she tries to tell the team what she saw, they don't believe her. They think she's projecting, losing control. The disbelief cuts her deeply, because if there's one thing Morgan knows for certain, it's faces. She can never forget them. This isn't paranoia, it's her gift, and now it's being dismissed. The Game Maker's master plan revealed. As the investigation unfolds, Morgan pieces together the Game Maker's terrifying scheme. He isn't just kidnapping women, he's orchestrating elaborate setups designed to push innocent people into becoming killers. In Maya's case, he planted the designer bags, the gun, and even her bracelet in Jason's pool. He tipped off Derek about Jason's arrest, hoping Derek would snap in a fit of rage, grab the gun, and kill Jason. Selena sums it up perfectly. She created a murderer and put a weapon right in his hand. Karadec rushes to Maya's house and discovers Derek speeding away, furious and armed. The plan almost worked. Jason nearly died, and Derek nearly became a killer, all while the Game Maker watched with satisfaction. And just when it seems like the team might catch a break, the episode ends with the most shocking moment yet. The Game Maker himself walks into the station, smirking. "Excuse me," he says calmly. "I hear you're looking for me." It's a mic drop ending, and one that proves the Game Maker isn't just a threat from the shadows anymore. He's ready to play directly with Morgan and the team. Roman's shadow looms large. Amidst all this chaos, we can't forget the other half of Morgan's dilemma, Roman. Selena gets word of his location in Henderson, Nevada, but Morgan can't leave her family vulnerable while the Game Maker is circling. Instead, Daphne and Oz head out to check for her. At the address, they find a mysterious man, played by Mekhi Phifer, pulling an envelope under a mattress. Inside is another address. But who is this man? Is he Roman? An ally? An undercover cop? The episode refuses to give us answers, leaving Roman's true status a mystery for now. All we know is that the breadcrumbs are starting to fall, and Morgan will eventually have to confront the truth. Burning questions after episode 1. Now that the dust has settled, let's run through some of the biggest questions this premiere left us with. What is the Game Maker's ultimate plan? Is he just a manipulative mastermind? Or is there a bigger ideology driving him like Jigsaw in Saw? Why does Maya look so much like Morgan? Was this deliberate targeting? Or did the Game Maker just get lucky? What's Roman's real story? Is he alive and hiding, working with criminals, or maybe even tied to the Game Maker somehow? Can Morgan hold it together? Her gift is a blessing and a curse, and this is the first time we've seen how devastating it can be. Will she spiral even further? Will the team finally believe her? Morgan has been right before, but her erratic behavior has shaken their confidence. Will Karadec and Selena rally behind her when she needs them most? Our nerdy thoughts. What a premiere. High potential promised that season 2 would dig deeper into Morgan's struggles, and episode 1 delivered exactly that. We're no longer just laughing at her quirky tangents. Now we're seeing the emotional cost of her gift. It's messy, it's heartbreaking, and it makes her an even richer character. The Game Maker is easily one of the creepiest villains on TV right now. The way he manipulates others, plants evidence, and plays mind games makes him far scarier than a standard procedural villain. And that ending? Pure nightmare fuel. As for Roman, the slow burn reveal is smart. Season 1 built him up as a ghost from Morgan's past, and stretching out his storyline will keep us hooked. Whether he's alive, dead, or something in between, his reappearance will change everything for Morgan and Ava. And let's not forget the heart of the show, Morgan as a mother, her instincts, her humor, and her fierce love for her kids ground the story, even when everything else is spinning out of control. If this is just the first episode, we're in for an intense, emotional, and unforgettable Season 2. And that's it for our breakdown of High Potential Season 2, Episode 1. What do you think the game maker really wants? And do you believe Roman is still alive, or is this all smoke and mirrors? Drop your theories in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Until next time, stay nerdy.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.